Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-December 2023. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. Bam. Ooh, what is up with this reading? Man, can we not clarify, please? I hate when I clarify and I'm like, uh-oh. Man. You saved the collective, I think. The overall energy for the reading, the Fool, really open kind of an energy, really nice energies you got going on in the reading, but really open in general to life. Basically, you're showing up with this one. Starting off the reading, you get the Six of Swords crossed by the Hermit. There seems to be a really going deep within yourself kind of an energy at play here. And I'm not even sure if you're doing it consciously, but you are almost kind of removing yourself from anything that just doesn't sit right with you. You know, energetically speaking, if you see something that, ooh, that doesn't look good, that doesn't feel good, okay, you turn away from it. You know what I mean? And turn to find energies that you are enjoying, that do work for you. Part of it is, you know, a decision-making process in terms of I'm gonna do that, you know, like a choice. I'm deciding to do that and not allow for those energies to come in while I allow for the energies that do work out for me to come in. Part of it is almost like a flow, like it's happening without you even having to make that decision much, you know? So it's a cool energy. Definitely going a lot inward with this one. The energy in your focus is Three of Cups. Again, surrounding yourself with very loving, very supporting, these energies work for me kind of deal, which could be going from friends, family, whoever, you know, you open up to there. In the recent past, the Two of Cups, there is someone by your side through this process here, almost like always there kind of a thing, which is a good thing. It's a very loving energy by the looks of it. In your strength, the Six of Pentacles. I kind of gave away the whole reading from the first opening up. It's that equal give and take kind of an energy that, again, you're kind of leaning towards and very open to it at this time. In the immediate future, the Queen of Cups, standing in your power, your heart fully open, in a very vulnerable space here, but you're very protective of it too, you know, so you're not opening yourself up, being completely vulnerable and throwing yourself to the eagles. Not really. You're kind of, you know, hanging out with little chipmunks and sparrows. I don't know, something that's not gonna, you know, that's just gonna lift that up instead of, oh, okay, pray, let's go, you know. Supporting this reading, the Star, this is something that you really want to do for yourself. So you're definitely coming from a space of, I need this. I need to create this little bubble for me that I enter, and then I cleanse myself, and then, you know, when I'm ready, I'm going to come out, kind of a deal. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Moon. As I said, I see you partly deciding to create this bubble, partly this bubble has been created for you by the universe, kind of a thing, where it feels like you're participating in this half from a conscious place, where the other half is like the universe is right there with you on the same freaking energy frequency with this one. So it's like you're right there dancing with this energy, and part of you doesn't even know it. In your hopes and fears, the Ten of Wands, you are concerned that someone's going to burst your bubble, basically. Or that it's going to be quite difficult to come out of for you to burst your own bubble and come out of this space. Because again, it's a very fragile, very, very cool energies, like super nice energies. And I wish everybody would be in these energies forever and ever and ever. but it is very fragile, especially when you expose yourself after being in this kind of bubble. When you expose yourself to the world, that could be a very rough place, to put it mildly. You know, in your potential outcome, the Page of Pentacles, really learning from this experience, you know, and through this experience, possibly how to create this bubble for future references, how to come out of the bubble for future references and things like that. So this is really cool. Can we not clarify, please? Can we just end it here? I'll pull some cards from the universe and we'll just leave it at that. Okay. I'm gonna. But yeah, really nice soothing energies here. Let's do the Fool. The Five of Swords, the Judgment card, the Two of Pentacles. You are being poked. There is energy that's poking at you at this time. And it feels like when that happens, you're coming out of your bubble. But you still think you're always in your bubble, you know? So there's a little bit of deception when it comes to how to deal with these energies that are poking at you while you're in this process. You seem to be very open to them, as if you're in your own bubble and you're protected by the walls of the bubble. But as I said, you're not in your bubble. You're coming out for air to deal with these energies because you're not allowing them in your bubble subconsciously. So you're not necessarily super protected and you're still very much open and vulnerable here. So try to kind of pay attention to how you're dealing with other energies that are kind of coming, you know, swirling around you here to poke at your bubble. Pay a little more attention to that. Oh my God, the bear is coming. Six of Swords. Go to bed. I'm not looking at you. For the Six of Swords, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Sun. Yeah, you're definitely doing better and better and better. And you're growing internally through this energy of healing. And it's starting to show up externally as well, where you're going to feel these energies of like almost rebirth that comes through, you know, happiness, looking at the world with different eyes, a sense of strength inside yourself there, and outside you're going to definitely observe that too. So it's looking like maybe you came from a little bit of a rough patch here and you found this bubble situation for you, or you created this. For the Hermit, you get the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. It almost feels like you got delayed too in creating this bubble. Because it looks like you're giving me a sense of I had to attend to all sorts of things. Or there's some connections here that you're showing me that it's almost looking like I had to deal with them, but I didn't want to. But they pulled you away from you being in this bubble of your own space, your own whatever it is you're doing there, you know, you. So it looks like the bubble was on hold for a little bit there, from having to attend to certain situations that I see you not wanting to attend to, but having to, which you don't have to, just so you know. But let's do the Three of Cups. In your focus, you get the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. There's a major restructuring happening here for you. While you're in this space, there's a lot of things being, think of it as puzzle pieces in your own puzzle that are being replaced. Whereas some connections, some friendships, possibly something within your family dynamics, it's like, okay, this piece is old, we're going to throw it out, we're going to replace it with this one, and it matches even better. You know what I mean? So there's definitely some restructurings where some energies are definitely falling off. There's some cutting into some energies of, again, possibly friendships or people you may surround yourself with here. Some of them are gone. Let's do the Two of Cups in the recent past. Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Temperance card. There's one here that's looking pretty steady, pretty stable. It has to do with a heart-to-heart connection, and it's been here for a while. And it's been possibly working for a while. It almost looks like you don't even have to put in much effort because it's kind of running smoothly here, you know? But you're still putting an effort into this. So there's one that's really close there and pretty steady, especially through this restructuring period of time. Let's do the Six of Pentacles in your strength, the Hierophant, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups. You're quite upset, you know, you're quite upset at times when these situations kind of start falling off. There's a sense of disappointment. There's a sense of, you know, I thought we were friends, but at the same time, there's a sense of acceptance over it too. Thought we were friends. I thought we were getting along. I thought this, that, and the other. And you did for the amount that that situation was in your life. But there's some shifts at play for you, major energetical shifts. And the energies that are not going to resonate with you anymore, they're going to fall off. And I feel like you know that there with that Hierophant showing up. But it's okay to be upset about it too, you know, because you do seem like bummer. But at the same time, keeping that sense of stability, which tells me that you understand that usually that's how it goes. That's how it happens. Let's do the Queen of Cups in the immediate future. The Moon, the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower. There's something going on around your sense of stability, around home. There's something going on. I can't see what it is. I just see something going on. Quite drastic, but it doesn't have to be bad. You know, I don't see this tower necessarily. I kind of see it usually as neutral in terms of, is it good or is it bad? Is it a good tower or a bad tower? It's a neutral tower as far as I'm concerned. Usually, 99% of the times, I see it as neutral because I leave it up for, okay, let's see if it wants to tell us more. But I see something surrounding your home that looks a little surprising, maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way. I don't see it in a bad way, especially coming from these energies. But I can't see what it is, and it's the Moon that's there. So we might see it a little bit when we get to the Moon energy and the hidden energies. For the Star, in the supportive energies, you get the Six of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. You're shifting. The things that you wanted 2 weeks ago, you may not want anymore. And that's okay. You're shifting. There's a massive shift happening within yourself, within your energy. So you're definitely raising your vibration there big time. So your frequency is completely changing. So some things may change as that happens. Some desires, some wishes you may have had. Some values and beliefs even. So I see you taking it from a very nice, smooth energy of, I'm open to that, you know? So you're not very, oh, I'm changing. Uh-oh, panic mode. Not at all. You're going with the flow. Let's do the Moon. Let's see if we can figure out what the hell is going on here. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords. That has to do with self-love and then caring for others as well. It's a close to home energy, so it's definitely very relatable to your significant other, if there is one there, and possibly whoever's connected to you too, closest, but that's it. So it's significant other, their family, and your family would be impacted by this. Because there's this need for self-love, and then from that comes a sense of pouring your energy of love onto them, and again, the closest members of their family and yours. When it comes to the energy of self-love, you have it, you sustain it. It's kind of like always rolling. When it comes to spreading that outside, there seems to be a little issue there. It's not a big deal. It's not like, oh my God, the end of the world. There seems to be a little bit of a blockage there at times. So it could be that, you're going to a family gathering and there's some disagreements in values and beliefs and all of that. And it could be that you're having a hard time accepting that. That could be kind of like how I would interpret this. But I see you trying. I see you trying to come over the situation with a sense of love and a sense of acceptance. So, okay. That's what that's about. Let's do the 10 of Wands in your hopes and fears. Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords. There is some conflict here, though. There is like major conflict. So even though this energy doesn't look like it's too big of a deal in terms of accepting, it's because there is such a big conflict at play here. And I don't know what it's about. It could be also that you're trying to shift when something shifts within you, outside of you, some shifts are going to happen as well, or are going to try to happen. So you're showing me a shift outside of yourself here, and there seems to be some disagreement there. Which could affect you. It could kind of cause a little stress, these energies overall are good, but whatever this is that is trying to get into a brand new energy, into a brand new shift outside. So it could be that you want to move, or you want to buy a house or something, and it's like there's something there that's not agreeing, with, again, if there is a significant other or whatever, there could be a little bit of, okay, we're not on the same page here. And that could create a little bit of a hardship here for you, So, okay. Let's do the Page of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, the Fool, the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Cups. I see you looking into ways to kind of protect your energy and what you've learned from this. Remember what I said in the beginning, where you think you're still in the protective bubble, but when you interact with certain energies, you're actually not. You're coming out of the bubble and pretty exposed and vulnerable. And those energies kind of get at you and you're like, why am I feeling so, if I'm in the protective bubble, then why am I feeling, because you got out and you don't know. So I see you working with that in terms of creating that bigger wall of protection around yourself when you're out there exposed to other energies, new energies, and good energies for the most part, because you are being drawn towards good energies. There's always going to be those energies that are going to try to poke at you that are not that great, because when someone's frequency changes, when someone's energy is lighting up like that, you're going to draw not the greatest energies too. To that. So I see you really almost trying to build up a wall of protection there, or learning new ways on how to do that, looking into ways on how to do that as well. So overall, a good reading. Really nice energies you're dealing with, and some concerning ones at times, not all the time, but I'm sure those will settle down as well, because you got too much good energy to support you in these not great looking ones, From the universe, you get the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Wands. All right. Somebody did something or said something that upset you here, and it feels like a sustained conversation possibly. So it could be that you talked to someone about something, or you did something with someone, and something about that energy exchange really upset you, and you're kind of carrying that with you. If this has to do with this situation that's creating conflict for the brand new beginning, for the house you're looking at or whatever it is, I would say try to be honest about this one, because if this energy is at play, of course, it's going to create conflict. And it's kind of like a filter that you're putting your energy through to come outside of yourself. So if the energy of upset or disappointed is the filter that's used for your intentions don't mean what they actually mean anymore. They're running through this filter of, I'm upset with you. So whatever you say, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to agree with you because I'm upset with you. Not that intense, but you know what I mean? So whatever this is, if it affects this planning, or if it's someone really like the closest people to you, I would voice this out. I would. I don't know. I'm just saying you're holding on to an energy here that's not going to benefit you ultimately. Especially if it's tied up to somewhere really close to you and if it's going to affect future plans with that. So, let's do the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Sovereignty, which I never know how to read this word, but I think you know the word. I'm just not going to repeat it, even though it's going to show up in this book a million times, because I don't know how to read it. Sovereignty. I don't know. I always hear it and I'm like, okay, I know that word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. That's what you do when you get a English is my second language reader. I don't know. Queen of the Moon. You have whatever over your own life. Act with grace and confidence. You have the ability to unite despite people and views, should you choose to do so. The buck stops with you. You are powerful. Act like it. Goddesses of the moon are one of the oldest kinds of feminine divine and feature in mythologies from almost every corner of the globe. From Diana of ancient Rome and the Greek Artemis to the Semitic Astarte and Hina from Polynesia, the link with the feminine divine and the lunar planet and cycles is a strong one. These goddesses, in all their myriad of forms, were extremely powerful and demonstrated to women that they naturally had power as well. We should strive to be the powerful queens of our own domain. Women especially have been socialized to defer, to keep small, to be quiet, and to hold a very twisted kind of service that borders on servitude. While in many first world countries women can choose to be what they wish to be on paper, women still experience inequality in most countries in areas such as wage disparity and an imbalance of the numbers of women in government or in high-level board positions. However, what has happened accepted in the past is not what will be accepted in the future. A new queendom is coming. When we reign over our own lives, it is us that take on responsibility for our own change and decisions. The Moon Queen knows that we, just under the divine, are our own rules, and as such the buck stops there. Therefore, it is worth us investing in growing our own self-awareness, our own self-trust, self-care, and self-esteem in real and practical ways. We must, as any queen would, set firm boundaries to protect our queendom and these who are under our protection. This does not mean we become cruel rulers. We should always aim for benevolence, fairness, and a great love for all, as well as ourselves. It does mean we may have to push against those who do not respect our line in the sand. Interesting. Sovereignty. I'm gonna keep trying. Sovereignty. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.